Hey, we're live, it says.
We're trying.
We're trying.
All right,
I don't
guess
know.
we're going to have to wait until everybody sneaks in here.
There's had a bunch of people waiting over on the other side. Well, not a bunch, maybe a handful, huh? At the first live stream that we started, I scheduled it, made a nice thumbnail and everything, and it was all good. But all of a sudden,
well, we'll have to figure that out. We had a reminder set, and we expected it to just pop in and go live, but apparently it hasn't.
I don't know what's going on with this. It just didn't happen. So, for some reason, okay, we got a new stream going.
And the equipment.
10% rule, 10% smarter than the equipment you operate.
All right, just tell them
okay.
We started a new live stream. Not on this, just.
Okay, boom. Now. Woohoo! Okay.
There we go. All right. Hi, Kenneth. Sorry. Trying to figure all this stuff out. Hi, guys. Welcome.
Everything works great when it works, but when I just could not find I went through the process of setting it up and practicing working with it. The little go live button comes up there, and that's just waiting. Time.
Anyway,
okay, boom.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
Oh, thanks.
We're usually on the water about now.
We have traditionally been on the water for my birthday for the last 15 years or so. I don't know, not last year. Yes, last year we were on the water. We were out down at Scow Bay, I think.
Yeah.
For my birthday.
Yeah. So, but not this year. Got a whole bunch of stuff coming up this year. Kind of exciting, kind of crazy. We've been super busy. But first, we wanted to do a couple of shout outs.
Yeah, we want to say hi to some of our longtime subscribers. Pavel Aviator. Who else we got? You written down here? Oh, Johnny K. Johnny K. Longtime subscriber and Patreon supporter. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it.
Tom Strong.
Who is? Oh, Tom Strong. Tom Strong, old shipmate. The Lealea down the inside passage. One of those great adventures we had. I turned 65 the day we left on that trip.
Yeah.
And that brings up something that I'm going to want to be talking about. I'm going to do some video series on it, I think, about aging as a sailor, about the aging process as you're in this lifestyle. I was influenced by a lady named Audrey Sutherland way back in the 80s, in the 1980s in Hawaii. And she was an author and an outdoors person, and she did some adventurous things like swimming the north coast of Molokai, swimming with her stuff in a garbage bag and a Swiss Army knife and stopping and camping. Did that. And then she did it when she was older with a kayak, and she was kind of a guru of this sort of group of people on Oahu. And I was involved in racing kayaks at the time with Bob Toogood. And to wrap up what's turning into a very long story, she wrote a book called Paddle Your Own Canoe or Paddle My Own Canoe. I'm not sure which it was. And Audrey Sutherland is her name. And it's a great book. But one of the things that stuck with me that she said in that book was when you're reaching maturity and you're planning out how you're going to live the rest of your life, plan the physical stuff first and save the book writing and poetry
for the end
till later. Yeah. That certainly makes perfect sense. So if you got plans on doing something physical,
do it while
get
you're
on
young.
it and do it while you're young.
That's the one regret I think you had is we didn't take off and go sooner.
We didn't waited till I was 57. Still in good shape though. But looking back on it now, when I was 65, I started to have some health problems that I had to deal with. And anyway, that's another story. Part of the aging sailor thing that we were talking about. I'm fine now. Don't worry about that.
Don't start talking about your ailments.
Oh, my ailments. That's the old thing. I'm taking this. I see my appendectomy scar. Oh, no.
We got John Jones from Massachusetts was the first one to join us on
yeah.
other streams.
I hope he found this stream, John, because I'm sorry.
Let's see.
We wanted to talk about. Oh, we wanted to give a shout out
You're
to.
making that
Am I
bounce.
making that bounce?
Yeah, we're making it bounce. It's getting a little wiggy.
I'm getting excited. I need to calm down. I want to give a shout out to Chuck and Monica Austin, Sea Globe. Sea Globe. They've popped in and out of Petersburg, and he is a professional photographer and guide. He's done a lot of bear guiding, and
and they have a couple of dogs, so that's how
they have a couple of dogs. That's how we know. They also have a daughter. Who else has popped in here? Oh, Chuck and Chad and Carolyn from Walk On, sailing vessel Walk On. Yeah. That's people work hard for cruisers, and I tell you,
yeah, they do.
They do work too hard. They work way too hard. Yeah. Right. Who else do you have on the list?
I think that's it for the moment. Who else have we got? We've got Daniel, SB Rhapsody. Hi, Daniel. Thanks for coming and joining us. And Kenneth and Parrot Head. Howdy from Indiana.
Wow.
Daniel, SB Rhapsody. Thanks for joining us, and happy birthday, Chuck.
Hey, let's not forget.
And Ty. Hello from Washington State. Hi, Ty. Thanks for coming and joining us.
Let's not forget some of our other cruising YouTubers, Venture Live, and Drake and Monique up in the Faroe Islands.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, if you're not watching Drake Paragon, you really should. Drake and Monique, they got a lot going on. They make really good videos. Even though they have a large and luxurious yacht that they're sailing.
One of the things we wanted to talk about today was what I have going on here, what we have going on here. It's not just my project, it's our project.
That's our project. It's more her project than my project, because as I keep trying to tell you, I'm retired.
You're trying, I'm not letting you succeed.
Forgot about that. I forgot Susie and Jules on Emerald Steel.
Yes.
I very much enjoy their videos, and you should too.
So, hey, mail call before we get
mail call.
We'll talk about the pet center after we talk about this. You asked what this package was.
Oh yeah, what is that package?
We got in.
Oh. This is a Puget Sound Cruising Club Burgee is what that is.
Which is going to be going up
on our boat.
Annex. No, this is
on our boat.
Annex. Well, you need to order another one. I thought that was coming here. Happy birthday, Chuck. So, Puget Sound Cruising Club. We
have to thank, who is it, Rachel or something? Rachel?
This came from Sarah.
Sarah.
Well, I don't know who you spoke with.
No, it's Sarah.
Yeah. Thanks, Sarah, for getting that off to us.
Puget Sound Cruising Club.
Yeah.
Puget Sound Cruising Club is a great organization that we got involved with when we were down there in the Puget Sound area, or the Salish Sea, as they call it, I think. Down there at Friday Harbor, Seattle, when we were at Shill Show, especially because we were able to go to the meetings, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance, the meetings are great. They get all sorts of cruisers coming in and doing talks.
And we ran into... the reason I got this Burgee is because our old one, obviously wore out, and we ran into some people here that were cruising through, and they were Puget Sound Cruising Club members. Yep. We asked about Lee Youngblood, who we might as well give a shout out to. Lee Youngblood down there in Seattle.
Claudio, hi from Portugal. My goodness, hi. Welcome to little Petersburg, Alaska.
So that's why I include the timestamp for Greenwich Mean Time when I announced the live stream that didn't work out. And I don't know why that didn't work. I had it scheduled, so I can do the pop-in kind, like you just pop in, which is what I did. I just started a new one.
We'll get it figured. And hello from Ireland. Hi, James. Thanks for joining us. So, whole bunch of stuff going. Of course, local goings on in town. We just had the Norway Festival several weeks ago, and of course, July 4th coming up. I hope everyone else out there was able to get out and
If Petersburg is like
up a little bit out there.
Petersburg is like a perennial plant, just blossoms in the summertime. But a lot of yachts and tourists and cruisers.
Oh, there's some big boats in right now.
Yeah, but there's no big cruise ship dock here, so the large ships can't come here. If they're over about 100 feet, they have to anchor out in Frederick Sound and lighter their passengers in. And because of where Petersburg is situated, the larger ships have to come in and turn around and go out from Frederick Sound, and they don't like to do that. They like to come in, pass through, and just continue. Can't do that here. So we don't get the big cruise ships, only the small ones.
That works. No problem.
Okay.
Let's see. Hello from Ireland. Already got James. Thank you. And Steve. Happy birthday, Chuck.
Oh, thank you. Hikumoto. Albert said,
Arr. And Marty. Hi, Marty. Thanks for joining us.
So we were talking about Laura's project, which we've done a couple of videos on because it's a big part of our life. And it means we're going to be hanging around Petersburg more.
Yeah.
We kind of thought we were leaving, but
I screwed that up.
we just finished our 9th winter here, and we keep coming back for the winters.
So the thing about cruising, we've known multiple cruisers over the years that have gotten stuck places for 10 years or more, and you hang out as long as you enjoy it, and when you don't enjoy it anymore, you leave.
That's the beauty of it. Yeah. You can pop in, decide whether you like it, get to know it really well, and if you I didn't know that, well, let's just go someplace else.
But right now we're still.
But this is a common thing among cruisers. Cruisers aren't, Bernard Montessier, who just keeps sailing forever and ever around the world, or Tristan Jones. Most cruisers will stop and stay someplace for quite a while. I was in, when I was still just wandering the docks as a wannabe cruiser down in Honolulu back in, how long ago was that? The 80s, or 80s, early 90s, or 80s, I think it was. A Frenchman cruised in from French Polynesia, I think. His name is Gerard. Has a beautiful big black schooner about 70 feet long, and he had 80 feet, maybe, big, nice black schooner, and he cruised in there, and he had a Lotus Elan, a little black Lotus Elan open sports car on the foredeck of the schooner. He sailed in to Honolulu, 35 years ago, and he's, as far as I know, he's still there, because when I went back in 2018, he had...
The boat was still there?
He was taking that boat out with, like, sunset cruises. He turned it into a tourist business. But he was a cruiser that was planning on sailing on the rest of the way around the world.
Yeah.
And there were several people that were there for quite a few years.
Oh, yeah. We've known multiple cruisers that have gotten
5, 10, 15 years in one place, and then we're leaving. We're gone.
Yeah. So this is temporary, permanent temporary, as far as hanging out here and doing stuff. But the Pet Center, Petersburg Pet Center, which is not officially open yet. I'm still getting things set up and organized.
That's where we are now. We're in what we're calling the Petersburg Pet Center, or the
Annex.
The Annex.
That's what you named it. I love that name.
Yes, well, I like.
So if you have a pet, or even if you don't,
if you're a cruiser,
and you're coming through Petersburg, we are just like a 2-minute walk from the harbor, right across from the Keto's Cave liquor store and bar. And
easy crawling distance from the harbor.
Easy crawling distance.
Well, from Keto's Cave.
Yeah. But we are pet friendly, of course, and we've got an area here, a little kind of hangout area, miniature library, Wi-Fi,
coffee,
Wi-Fi,
internet.
Coffee, internet. If you want to get off the boat, hang out with your pet, and grab lunch at Mindy's across the street and come eat it here.
At the Salty Pantry?
Yeah, at the Salty Pantry.
We say Mindy's and people go, what?
Right.
Visitors. Yeah, Mindy. Mindy Anderson, her place. Yeah. The Salty Pantry. Okay. Oh, that. Yeah.
We have a question from Kenneth. The first time I came across you guys was watching a joint New Year's greetings with Sail Life, Drake Paragon, and else. Who got that good idea of making it? That was Drake.
That was Drake and Monique. Drake and Monique got us all together. We were all kind of YouTubers talking to each other anyway. And Drake and Monique, might have been Monique. I think probably Monique. She does the editing, right? Yeah. So Drake and Monique contacted us and the other people, and they did. We each filmed a segment, sent it to Drake Paragon, and they put it all together and then sent it back, and we all uploaded it together.
Yeah, they're all just a little different. which is kind of cool. So if you see Drake's and ours and Sail Life's, they're all just a little bit different. So,
yeah, just slightly, very slightly. See, watch them all and get different videos.
Let's see. Car Bigard 1. I really miss your cruising videos, which I still think are the gold standard. Aw, thank you. Except when Chuck wore a thong to clickbait the girls. I don't remember that. He's been trying to get me into a thong for a while.
Thong? He's you into a bathing suit.
Thumbnails. What is the one video that's got our highest number of views? And it's
it's one with Laura crashed out in the cockpit.
In the cockpit. That's got by far.
She's wearing a tank top and a pair of shorts.
Highest number of views because of the thumbnail. And
you guys can just forget about seeing Laura in a bikini because I've never seen her in a bikini. You are certainly not going to see her in a bikini because I've never seen her.
Gerard and his Lotus are still here. Look at that. The last comment, Gerard and his Lotus are still here. He still takes the girls out, right? They go out and do like
I imagine
because he used to go out and he'd have all the girls like all topless and stuff. Wasn't that the boat?
Oh no, well he might have done that, but there was another boat. There was another boat. Oh gosh, I can't. It's been so long. It's we sailed away from Honolulu 14 years ago. So
and Ty, I missed the Red Shirt Chronicles. Actually, Ty, Chuck's going to be working on a new series, the Red Truck
Monologues.
So
not nearly as depressing, I hope.
So kind of keep an eye out for that. We got a lot of stuff that we're wanting to put together.
Yeah, I finally got. I got to say, I finally found the remaining files from our 2007 crossing on a hard drive that we have.
Which files?
The last.
The whales? Did you find the whales?
Yeah, I did. The last of the, no, not those whales.
Oh, not those whales.
Not the ones up here in Alaska. The ones from our first voyage where we actually, I think it's the last 5 days. Yeah. It's the last 5 days to finish up where I, remastered and re-edited all that whole trip. And then I get to the end and
you were missing files.
I was missing the files. Well, I found the files.
Yeah.
So I get added to my project list. It's going to be about a half-hour video. The end of that trip, which was certainly our most exciting trip.
Are you planning anything long distance in the future?
By long distance, you mean across the Pacific, like back to Hawaii or down to Mexico or something like that?
To go back to Hawaii.
If we do go back to Hawaii, it'll be to stop for groceries on the way to Hawaii. I mean, on the way to Australia or New Zealand.
We did the refit on the boat. Yeah. Recently with the intention of an Atlantic crossing. Mm-hmm. That possibly
still
be in the works. Here's the thing, we need money to make that happen.
Yeah, we need money.
And with the annex, we just acquired a building here in Petersburg. I just purchased the building that the veterinary clinic is located in. Which is a separate building from the annex here, which we're renting. So we've got 2 businesses going right now. Leave it to me to screw things up.
This is the best way we know to generate capital.
Yeah. So
to generate capital, the best way we know to do it is to start a business and do it.
Yeah.
Start a business and sell stuff and make some money. So that's the best way we know to do that. That's the way we're going to go about doing it. And in a couple of years, we'll have enough.
So we're looking at about a 3 to 5 year plan
years we'll have enough
to develop some money in the cruising kitty. And then we can look at, because we spent all of our money on the boat refit.
Yeah.
We both laugh hysterically at that.
I have $90,000 into a boat that's worth 15.
Yeah.
And was never worth more than 20. Never.
The refit is you've just started on the
just finishing it up. Yeah, just finishing up the interior. We don't show it much because it looks like a 13-year-old's bedroom right now. We're almost finished with the interior, but there's so much going on. There's so many other things going on.
Tons of stuff to do. Greg James, hi crew, hi back James. Thanks for joining us. And Kenneth, Laura, do you sometimes miss the work of varnish all the interior?
It's not finished yet.
Yeah, I'm not. Actually, I pretty much am.
there's
well,
that
there's
that whole
okay, I don't
archway
wanna
thing.
talk
That's
about
all.
that. Yes, I do, and no, I don't. I really, really enjoyed the hands-on time and the experience of doing the varnish work and the sanding work. I had so much fun with it. But at the same time, I was stuck inside a garage for 3 years on every nice day that we had.
Yeah.
And kind of over that. I do miss that, but I've got other things to do, of course, with the dogs and the cats and the vet clinic and our new adventure here at the pet center.
Yeah.
So
Laura gets to indulge or embrace her passion for animals. We've been doing my thing, the sailing, for years. Next thing we want to do is a road trip across America. I want to do a road trip across America one more time. I've done a few.
Where it all burns down?
Yeah, before it all burns down. I've done a few. I did one in 1950, one in 1953, and one in 1957. Boom, 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 coast to coast. In a Ford V8 with no seat, which bench seats and no seat belts.
Yeah.
No freeways in those days, all the way across that when I was a kid. But I'd like to do, and I did a couple as a young adult on motorcycles and stuff. But I would like to take the boat on a trailer. I thought, say, let's buy an F-150 or a 250.
Trailering the boat to the East Coast.
Trailer the boat to the East Coast.
Atlantic trip, we'll trailer the boat to the East Coast, drop it in there. Because knowing us, it would be a forever trip to get from here to the East Coast by water.
Yeah, we were looking at, we could do the Northwest Passage the other way, like like Matt.
I'm adventuresome, but not that.
I'm not that adventurous either. I like my comfort in my old age. The older I get, the more I enjoy my comfort. And that we built our boat to be comfortable, and it is. It's a very nice, comfortable liveaboard boat, nice and cozy.
For us, we've built it for us.
So that was our plan. When we arrived here, we were going to take 3 months, finish the season, cruise down to Seattle, and put the boat on a trailer, buy a truck, drive to the East Coast, somewhere where we could put the boat in the water in the Atlantic, maybe Texas, maybe Florida, maybe Massachusetts, or someplace like that.
Doing coastal.
We talked about a lot of things, the Great Lakes, St. Lawrence Seaway out into the Atlantic and across to Europe. We wanted to do that. I still want to do that, but it's a big world and time is short.
Sure. There's lots of stuff to do, and anyway, there's any number of directions we could go. It's just a matter of what works at the time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just remember, men make plans and God laughs. Yes, indeed, he does.
Well, that's for true. That's for sure
true.
True.
The older guys, the sailing club, keep telling me to pack it in and go. Do it while you can, while you're still mobile.
Well, yeah, we are.
It doesn't get any easier as you get older to do the.
That's right. Don't get any easier, folks.
The night watches and the.
I can't see better now than I could when I was 57. Lynn and Larry Pardee famously said, "Go simple, go small, go now." And you should, take what you got, buy what you can afford. If you need to buy a boat, chances are, if you're dreaming about this and you're in your 40s or 50s, you probably have all you need. Yeah. Just do it.
Well, at some level, I mean, how many people have we known that have planned on going cruising and they spend all of their money always upgrading? They've got to have the latest and greatest.
Well, there's that.
And newest equipment and stuff before they go, and that's not the case.
Yeah, well, we knew a couple. We knew that couple in Honolulu. I won't name names, but we knew the couple in Honolulu who had a nice West sail that was fully equipped, and they spent all of their money on upgrading it. Then they upgraded the boat. Then they upgraded the boat and started over again. And they already had their boat when I had mine, and they were already when I bought mine, and that's when I met them. Oh yeah, we have a boat. We're getting ready to go cruising for a couple of years. 15 years later, I was sailing away, and they were still refitting their boat, getting it ready to go cruising. So if you want to go. That's all. If you want to go. You don't need the latest and greatest electronics. You need the basics. That's it.
Well, you don't even need that.
Well, we did it. We started off.
Everybody's idea of what the basics are different.
Well, the only electronics we had was a VHF radio and a handheld GPS.
No depth sounder, and we still don't have one.
And
you bought one.
I've got one. I haven't installed it
yet. One of these days. The lead line works great.
We have a lead line. It works.
That's all you need. So, anybody have any questions that they want us to answer while we're here? We're only going to kind of hang for probably about another 20 minutes, half hour. I've got to get back. We are gearing up the Halley, the veterinary vessel Halley, to take out. I will not be going out on the Halley this year. We've got a 4-year vet student in from Virginia, so she's going out on the Halley. Vaccinations were required by Dr. Hill to go out on the boat this year, and so he's going to go play. I'm going to stay behind and coordinate from Petersburg. But anyway, I still get to stock it.
The work of stocking the boat for the trip.
Yeah, the work of stocking the boat for the trip. But only because I've done it for 7-8 years now, so I know where everything goes.
So, and if you're curious about that, we have a video. With the waterwaysvet.com, right on the homepage. There's just a quick little clip on the veterinary vessel Halley that I put together. It is a mobile veterinary clinic that Dr. Hill goes out on during the summer months, and we provide veterinary care to remote locations. Yeah, it's a 50-foot aluminum trawler that has been purpose modified.
Yeah. It's a full surgical suite. It's
nice.
We're able to do pretty much anything and everything on board. If you trailer your boat across country, do you sleep in it? Oh, hell yeah. It's our home. Why not?
Well, why not? I mean, it's all set up. You just have to make sure that you have access to the cabin. Which the last time I had the boat on the trailer, I dropped my camera down into the cabin. And then we buttoned it up and had put the mast on top. And then after I put the mast on top, I realized I can't get into the cabin. We made that whole trip and couldn't shoot any video.
Let's see.
What is the definition of an insomniac? Atheist, this list. A guy who sits up all night wondering if there really is a dog.
I'll have to remember that. And Bill, thank you. We're glad to be doing well too. I hope everyone's well out there. This has been a hard year. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. Got anything else? I
don't have a lot more to say right now.
We're actually part of the deal with the annex here. And again, if we have any cruisers stopping through Petersburg, what we want to do is interview you. There's all sorts of cruiser interviews out there, but mostly if you're stopping through with your pets, there are always questions. Any of the pet pages, cruising and pets, folks are always asking questions about how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you make your dog go pee? Do you have to row them ashore?
What do you do with a big dog on a 27-foot boat?
So all sorts of questions, and that's my goal is do some pet interviews with the cruising owners and share those ideas and suggestions and go from there.
And anybody who happens to be cruising through Petersburg, be sure and stop by. Stop by the pet center up here.
Vet clinic. What else have we got?
The vet clinic. What else? Keto's Cave right across the road.
Island life. We were going to talk a little bit about kind of island living here in Petersburg.
Oh yes, living on islands. Most of our videos we have our little cruising Lealea logo up here, and then underneath it says Island Life in Southeast Alaska. Living on islands is an interesting thing. We lived on an island before we took off cruising, Oahu.
And I lived on Vancouver Island prior to that.
We lived on Vancouver Island, and now we're here on Mitkoff Island. And it seems to me there's a common personality traits about people who live on islands and like it. And common personality traits of people who live on islands and don't like it. But we like it, and just things that you don't have to deal with. There are no roads connecting you to the next city. You can't just. Juneau's 125, 135 miles away. You can't just drive up there. Oh, you got to take an airplane or a boat. If you take a boat, it's going to take you a couple days. And all of our fruits and vegetables, and almost all that you can buy in the store, all of the manufactured products, everything comes in by barge or by air. So cut off. On the other hand, a bunch of thugs looking for fun can't drive in from the big city and make trouble.
Yeah. So it's pretty remote here, which is good. It actually helped us quite a lot during this last year. We didn't have a lot of people.
Yeah, all that stuff that we were seeing on the news going on down south, none of it happened here. Didn't even happen here at all.
John, happy birthday, Chuck, from a truck driver in York, Pennsylvania.
Hi, John. York, PA. I have a connection to York, Pennsylvania.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do.
I've never heard that.
You never knew that I have a connection to York, Pennsylvania?
No.
Oh, I worked for a company that had a big manufacturing plant in York, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That company. Okay. Got it.
See? Many years. I've been there, actually. So, York, Pennsylvania. Shout out to York, Pennsylvania.
Oh, hey, Rob. When will you be going to the Seattle Boat Show? I'd love to take you both for dinner again. That was an amazing time spending time with you. Thank you, Rob. That was a wonderful dinner. We really enjoyed that too.
Is that an invitation? We'll be there.
Boat Show in January. I don't know. We don't have any plans at this time, but
why not?
But we can make.
Let's make plans.
Yeah,
we'll make plans.
We'll think about that. January in Seattle, I need to go visit with my grandma, who just recently got let out of her facility for the first time.
They let her out, huh? Yeah, she was doing 15 to 25 for armed robbery.
Rob, that was, again, we had so much fun that night, and thank you. That was a wonderful dinner. We need to get over there again.
Yeah.
We need to get back to Seattle and visit.
If it's still standing next year.
Yeah, I recently went through York to visit family in
Lancaster County. Yeah.
So did you follow up with your connection?
What?
On the company you worked for?
Oh, no, I didn't, because nobody, they're all retired or dead now.
Yeah, you don't know anybody.
I don't know anybody who still works there.
Chuck worked for Pacific Harley Davidson Kawasaki. So anyway, yeah.
I never really worked. I had fun. I never really worked.
Yeah.
In my life, I have never worked, and I don't intend to start now. So don't push me.
Anyway, let's see. What else have we got? We started kind of touching bases on the refit. You're doing the settee.
The refit. The boat is seaworthy and ready to go anywhere. But it, they have to finish it off, varnish, get everything to fit.
We
exactly.
don't need to finish the varnish before we go anywhere.
Just pile everything down in there and go. So we could go, but we've got other priorities right now. And
make money.
To
generate
it's as simple as that. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So we can't, but we're happy and comfortable here, and there's no urgency except that if we want to finance the rest of our lives, we got to stop and work for a while.
If we want to finance an Atlantic trip, we gotta generate some money, because that's going to be an expensive trip.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Michael, hi from Southwest Florida. Hi, Michael. Thanks for joining us.
Southwest Florida, yeah.
How are things in Florida these days? I hear things are opening up there.
I don't know. I can't. We don't. We have no idea. We're up here in the cheap seats by the air conditioning, and we're looking down on the field, and it's just
a bunch of ants running around. It's been.
We're hearing from the speakers up there what's going on, but you don't really know what's going on down there.
We have been blessed here. Yeah, it's just kind of a peripheral going, and not a lot's been happening here. So anyway, I'm trying to think of what else we had and what we want to do. We are talking about starting live streams up once a week. And
the live stream going on. I don't know. I don't even know how many people are watching. I can't tell, but Can I roll this up and see if there's anybody
Without
watching?
losing the
No, I
screen?
can't without seeing it. Yeah, no matter. It doesn't matter.
We'll find out.
It doesn't matter. It just, hey, if you like this idea of us doing live streams, maybe next time we'll be more organized and have something to actually say instead of just doing it off the cuff like this.
Yeah.
But let us know what you want to hear about, and we'll try to accommodate you. We're really enjoying Alaska. We're not going back to Hawaii just for fun.
Yeah.
I might go back there to visit some of my friends who have all migrated from Oahu to the Big Island.
The Big Island.
Yeah.
Oahu's gotten kind of cuckoo. SB Eula, hello to you both from Oz. Looking forward to more adventures. Cheers. Thank you. Michael Rogers, rain and lightning today. Oh boy, rain.
Oh boy.
Boats in the backyard, but this isn't our sailing season. Where are you at, Michael? Let's see, 31 watching. Holy crow.
We'd like to go up to, I'd like to go take along the edge of the Gulf of Alaska and up to Prince William Sound and just sail along the edge of, the Gulf. You're just gonna look at it on a map, just up in a circle like that.
The handle.
Huh?
The handle.
The panhandle. Yeah.
The panhandle.
I don't know if I want to go over to the Aleutians or not, but hey, why not if the weather's okay?
Yeah.
It's pretty gnarly up there though, even in the summertime. But we would like to do that. I would like to do that anyway and go exploring.
Yeah, there's so many places to go cruising.
Still hundreds of places we have not visited here in Southeast Alaska. I mean, just because we've covered it for a few years doesn't mean we've visited anywhere near all the places there are to go.
Yeah. All right. And Michael's from Florida. Oh my gosh, what's the weather looking like temperature-wise? We've been like, what, 50?
I'm wearing a wool shirt and a long sleeve base layer, so
it's not really summer here yet.
It's not. It's
but it's coming.
It didn't actually get dark last night, but
yeah, it's sunset is what
11.
11. Sunrise is like 3:49.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, so I need to get the curtains on the boat. It gets really light inside. It's hard to sleep. Anyway, if anybody has any other questions, go ahead and pop them out now. Otherwise, I think we might just call this a little short because there's no point in us just sitting here making stuff up
and talking to each other. Yeah.
But we'll have a lot more organized topics over the next live streams.
Now that we know we can do this, but I don't know about even announcing. We tried to announce the live stream, but then couldn't figure out how to get it started.
Yeah, you'll have to do some research on it. There had to be a button there somewhere, but we'll get it all figured out. The day I saw your recent video on how you're
refilling the water tank.
I just refilled my biggest water tank, struggling to find a good quality hose. Can you recommend one?
We use white RV hose. It's made for drinking water, and that's important.
Yeah.
Use the white hose with the blue stripe, made for drinking water, so that your water doesn't taste funny. I don't know if you can get those in the no kink version. You just have to handle them really carefully.
Yeah.
And over the years, I do that once a week. So over the years, I've learned how to coil the hose up.
Yeah,
so it won't
you got to
kink.
take your time to coil it and uncoil it and keep it all tight.
And I don't know, because I already have 150 feet of that hose that I use to refill the water tank with. I don't know if there is one of those, the kind that won't kink up and they self-stowing hoses.
Oh, that's really cool, like where they shrink.
Yeah, they have those for like garden hoses, but
I've never seen any water ones.
They're not for drinking water, I don't think. So I don't know.
But we got ours from West Marine when I was working there.
Daniel, SV Rhapsody, good to see you too. How you doing?
Message retracted.
David and Teresa, happy birthday. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, guys, if you guys don't have any other questions, I think we're going to go ahead and call it for today.
Now I'll go think of some answers. And you guys think of questions, and then we'll come back to do another live stream next week. How's that?
Just wondering if this time works for everybody. I think you timed it, so it's like 4.
Yeah, how's the timing? Anybody got to comment on the timing of this? I know for some people it's pretty late, and for some people it's kind of early. But there's no way for us to, the time zone
It's
thing.
well, we started at 1:00
It's
Alaska
1:00,
time.
1:00 Alaska is 5:00 New York, and 2:00 California, and 11:00 in Hawaii, and God only knows what time it is in Hong Kong. I don't know.
Don't need to
But it's
know.
late.
All right. I think we're going to go ahead and call it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today, and can't wait to see you again next week. If you have any suggestions about what topics you want us to cover or questions,
put it in the comments afterwards if you want us to
chat about it next week.
Yep. Aloha no kako. Hui ho. Aloha indeed to all of us. Until we meet again. Aloha. Aloha. Awinala. Good afternoon to those on the West Coast and the East Coast. Aloha. Ahi ahi to New Yorkers who are going into evening, and aloha po to those of you on GMT and later because it's nighttime.
All right, guys, have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday about the same time.
About the same time, I think. Let's try it again next Wednesday, okay?
Yeah. And bye, Kenneth from Denmark. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for staying
midnight
up
in Denmark. Yeah. Aloha po, Kenneth. Kenneth Dubourg. Aloha po.
All right, guys. Bye-bye. Catch you next week.
Good night.